have to draft it out, cut the back and everything. So your fabric should be on fold, your pattern paper you should be on fold for this upper part because of the off shoulder. So the first thing is to get your line, your starting line. Your underbust, my underbust is 15, then I added 2 inches to get the half length. There is the half length, my half length is 17, the total length. And so I got my shoulder went down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. I got my sorry, my chest line. You had to get your chest line is your brown bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, then you get it. Then I extended my shoulder line. That is what I'm doing, just to get a straight line. Then you get the midpoint of your armhole, go in by half inch. That is for your front neckline, sorry, for your front armhole. I use 4 inches width, 4 inches depth for the front, 1 inch depth for the back. Then you connect your neckline. The next thing is to measure your round bust measurement. Connect your shoulder slope, measure your round bust. My round bust is 39 divided by 4, that is 9.75. My waist is 32 divided by 4 is 8. Then I added one inch allowance. Sorry, just cut your back armhole. I made a mistake and just had to cut everything, but it's okay. Then you notch your draft out the back. You just place the front on the back. You remove your zipper allowance. I removed 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. Then please don't cut your neckline. You don't have to cut your neckline. We don't need it now because we won't be needing the neckline. Just cut exactly what you have, your armhole, your neck. Don't cut out the neck. Don't then notch it, please. You just have to notch where your shoulder, where your neck will stop. You have to notch that part, please. Then you slit back, open your zipper allowance. I'm marking my zipper allowance because you are going to join your zipper allowance. Yes, join your zipper allowance. Go and join your zipper allowance. That is the pattern paper. Yes, sew on it. So sew on it, and here I'm done doing that. So the next thing is to open it up. I'm done joining the zipper allowance. The next thing is to, yes, for you to know your zipper allowance. Wrong part here, the wrong part should be inside, like should be like this. Open it up. The wrong part, it depends on where you want your slant to be. Is it your left or your right? Then let's say here, and then let's say this place now is the right part of your dress, of your front. Here is the right part, here is the wrong part. This place is the wrong part, here is the right. The right part of the back should face down, while the wrong part should be up this way. Then the right part of the front should be up, the right part of the front should be up, then the wrong part should be down. So this is it. Please catch what I just said, because you need to understand it very well. Here's the right part of the dress, like the front part of the dress, not the inner one should be up. The front should be just as if you want to wear it. This is the way you wear it now. It's the right part that you're wearing. So this is the right part, this is the right part, and the wrong part is inside. That is what I'm saying. So you place it, make sure they are equal, they match each other very well. Then you go to the notch shoulder, look at the notched part of this place and the other notch part. Please place them very well. The next thing is to determine how low you want your off shoulder to be, how low you want the off part to be. If you want it from here I have 4 inches. If you want it to lower up to 5 inches, then you come down by 5 inches from this upper part. That's why you don't need to cut the neck, and you come down by 5 inches from here to, you know that you have slant paper, you can minus 1, then get your 5 inches. You can minus 1 and get your 5 inches. So the next thing to do is to draw a curve from this notched part. If you, I'm doing this slant is going to my, this off shoulder part will be my left hand side. So if you are doing for your left hand side, so this is the part. If you are doing for your right hand side, you should go with this other knot. So I'm going for the left. So I'll connect this from this. I'll connect a slant line. Curve it the way you want it. If you want a sweetheart neckline here, you can give it a sweetheart neckline. So I'm just going from this to meet this, from this, or you can, if you still want it to be lower here, you can make it this way. Depends on how low you want it. So the next thing is to cut the both of them. Make sure you just cut the back and the front equal. Yours, please cut exactly the same thing. Just cut the front and back the same thing. I wanted to use the back part to draft my shoulder keyhole
upper part, but I ended up using the same thing. So please just cut exactly what you have for the back. Should be exactly what you have for the front. But here I ended up not using the back also, so
I had to switch to this brown paper because I still want to use that make use of the white one. So the next thing to do is to, once you're done cutting your off shoulder and everything, you join the shoulder. Here I've joined the shoulder. I said I'm not going to be making this into any fabric because you'll be needing 4.5 years of material for this. Or it depends on your side. Like my client was quite tall, so I used 4.5 for her. So you should, like, if you're small or you're not that tall, at least 3.5 years should be enough. So once you're done joining your shoulder, you cut your normal basic sleeve and attach to the one that has a shoulder. I'm here to close this one that has an off shoulder. After slanting it, this is how it's going to look. Then you now attach a sleeve to this. I'll show you how you will cut this off shoulder sleeve, or just cut your normal basic sleeve, 2 piece normal basic sleeve, then attach it to the one that has a shoulder. So once you've done attaching it, you are going to close up the side. Please don't close up the sleeve, just leave the sleeve this way. Close up the half length, the side of the half length. You close it up. I'll use it to hold this. So you close it up instead. So you close, don't close the sleeve, don't close this, just close from this before, maybe 1 inch before the armhole, then close it up down, then also close this part also close this part. Then get your sleeve. You know that you cut 2 sleeves, so this is the second sleeve, but it's not an off shoulder yet. So what you will do when you have your 2 basic sleeve, remember that this side now is shorter, and before cutting it, measure how many you want to remove, as if you're making an off shoulder. Measure how many you want to off. Sometimes you off 3, off 4, off 5. So let's assume I offed 5 inches or 3 inches. Okay, let me use 2 inches here or 1.5. This is because I'm making it small, that's why I'm offing this. Measure it before you cut it and measure how many is going to remove minus from the upper part, so that you can minus it on this off shoulder sleeve, so that it will not be longer. So let me assume that I offed 1, so I'm going to minus 1 here. I'm going to draw out 1 this way. I'm going to go down by 1 and extend it this way, then I'm going to cut it out. That is the off shoulder. So whatever you minus while cutting that off shoulder part is what you are going to minus while cutting the sleeve. So as you can now see, let me turn it. So this is the pattern paper. I just want to illustrate it. I don't want to make it again unless I have someone I'm making. So this is it. Let's assume that I've closed up the side, also close up the other side. But don't close up the sleeve. So you attach your sleeve now. You attach your off shoulder sleeve. But before then, you're going to, it's either you fold it or you just double it, you line it. It's either you fold it this way or you line it this one. Then the back. Let's assume that this is the back. Remember that yours will have a zipper allowance. You're going to fold the back or you turn it with your line. Only the back, don't turn the front. Just cut a facing for the back. Use a facing to turn the back. Also, you can use a facing to turn the sleeve, the off shoulder sleeve. So you just have to use a facing to turn the neckline for the back. Don't turn the front, leave the front, because the flay is going to be, we are going to be attaching the flay on in the front part. So you don't need to fold it. So you attach your off shoulder sleeve. Attach the sleeve and don't close it, just the way you attach the one. So you just attach it. I'm not going to attach it here so that you have a space. So once you finish attaching it, just know that your upper part is half ready. So the next thing now is to cut the spiral part, that is the flounce. You can cut it as play, you can cut it as flounce, but I use flounce for that. So what you're going to do is to get a fresh fabric or pattern paper. You can cut it on your fabric and cut directly on your fabric. So this is, let's assume that this is my fabric. So let's assume that this is my fabric. I'm going to fold it into 2. I just want to get 4 lines. I'll fold it into 2. I will press it very well so that I will have a line when I open it up. So I will mark it very well. So this is it. I folded it into 2. The next is to fold it again so that I will get 4 lines. So this is over long. I'm going to do like that. It doesn't have any measurement. This depends on what you want, how wide you want it, or how full you want it. So I've folded it into 4 places just to get 4 lines. So I now have 4 lines. I'll extend these lines very well. So I'll use my marker, my pen. I don't have my pen. I'll use my pen to extend the lines very well so that it will be visible. So this is my 4 lines. Once you fold it, if you're cutting on your fabric, you can use iron to iron it out. Because once you fold it you press it, you fold again, you press it to give you that line. So the next thing to do now is to start your measurement. So let's say this is on your fabric. If you want yours to be long diameter, so you start by 4. I said you can start by 3 inches, but here I'm starting smaller because of the pattern paper. So you can start by 3 inches or 4 inches. You can start with 4 inches so that it will come out wide. So I'm starting with 2 inches line. So on this line, you can start on any line. I will mark 2 inches. This line also, I will mark 2 inches. So I'm going to So once you mark 2 inches, I'm going to curve this place to meet here. I'm going to from here and curve it like this. So I will now be marking that 2 inches. So I'll start marking 2 inches round now. I'll mark it round. So once you are done marking it round, I'll connect it. So you'll be going round now. You'll be going round, but remember to be extending it. So I'm going to mark 3 inches now, or for your own, you can mark 6 inches now. You can be getting 6 inches. Like as you're going around, you'll be widening it. So the next thing now, I'm going to get 3 inches. Yes, you can use 6 inches. So I'll take that 3 inches round again. When I get to this line again, I'll extend it by maybe 5 inches. You can extend by 8 inches. It depends on how wide you want it. Then you will go round again. So the round you will go depend on the fabric you have and how full you want it. You can pleat on it. I pleated a bit on that one, so you can pleat on it. So once you are done this way, so once you have it round as you want, so I'll go around again. I'll go around again, then I'll stop this way. I'll stop this way. So once you have it this line, once you have it, please remember you started with 4 inches. Just mark 4 inches on the first line or any of the line. You mark it again, then you curve this side this way. Just curve it a bit, then you start taking it around. If you make a mistake, you will not get it. You will somehow cut it. So you just start taking it round that way. So that is what I'll have. So I'll cut it. So I'll now start cutting it out. I'm going to be cutting out like this. Wait, I just made a mistake here. So I'll start cutting around. So once you're cutting, it will be going round. Once you're cutting, it will be going round. Once you're cutting, it will be going around. Don't mind the other parts that is not straight. I'll trim it out. Once I have what I need, I'll trim it out. So I'm just trimming off this excess part I don't need. I'm just trimming out any excess that will not be needed. So this is the way it started. So I'll still be cutting it round. I'll be going round until I get to that ending part. Once you get the second round, once you get it round, you will still see space to be taking it round. So I'm still going around. Now I'm cutting this on the pattern paper. So just going this way. Just do it until you get to that ending part. Then you can decide to take it this way. So this is what you have. I don't want this part is too covered. I'm just going to trim it this way. So this is how your flounce is going to come out. This is how it's going to come out. Remember that I did this on the pattern paper, so it may not really come out that much. So it may not really come out that much. So this is it. So you have something like this. So once you have it, this is it. You fold it into two to get the midpoint. You fold it into two equal parts to get the midpoint. You fold it into two equal parts to get the midpoint. So here's the midpoint. So you get your half length. You also fold it into two. You also get the midpoint of your neckline. So you get the midpoint, you notch it. Then you get this. Remember that you're not going to attach it to your part, so you get the midpoint now. You get you get that part that you notched. So you place it on that notched part. This is how you're going to be attaching it. This is the right part of the fabric of your flounce. That's your, let's call it flay. This is the right part of your ruffle, and this is the right part of your cloth. So you take your right part of your ruffle, place it on the wrong part of your half length. This is the right part of your half length. This is the wrong part of your ruffle, and this is the right part. So you place it inside. You're going to be turning it so that the ruffle will cover the rough part. So this is the right part, and this is the right part of your half length. So this is the wrong part of your half length is inside, and this is the right part of your half length. Let me just write it. Okay, here is R, and here is R. Yes, R. So I'll get R now. and face it matching the L. L is left. So our right is matching left. My right ruffle is matching the left of my half length. So once you have it placed like that, you're going to hold it with your needle. So you're going to be placing it that way. You are going to be holding it. So I'll hold it again. I'll push it this side. I'll hold it. So I'll hold it. Then I'll get to the shoulder point, the place that you have joined it, the place that you joined your shoulder. I'll also hold it. Then I will raise this part up now. I'll raise the flange up. The place that you joined your shoulder, that place you have flange. So I'm going to notch it a bit. I'm going to notch my flange straight, just notch it a little. So once you notch it like that, you are going to flip it now. You are going to flip it. So once you have it notched like this, once you have it notched, this is the notch part. You are going to fold it this way. So you are going to turn it so that the right side now, make sure you notch it in the way, maybe up to ½ inch. Notch it up to ½ inch. So once you notch it up to ½ inch, you are going to pull it out. You pull it out. If you have a space now, you pull it out. So now is you pull it out. So here is the right side now, and here is the wrong part. So you're going to pull it out. Then fold half. Just fold a little in. You're going to fold a little in. Make sure you iron your sleeve to get the midpoint. That's why you don't have to close it. You know it runs down the sleeve. So here is the right part of the flange. So you're going to fold in a little because you are going to place it on the sleeve now and be folding it. So I'll place it like this now. Just fold in the rough side a little. So that's how we are going to be doing it. I'll fold in this side a little. Once you fold it a little, you place it on that your midpoint line, your sleeve midpoint line. You place it like that. You hold it. If you want split, you can just split on it. Normal way you split on the flange so that it will contain everything. So, and make sure that you folded your sleeve, the wrist part. You just fold it. So I'll be doing it. I'll just fold in a little. Now I'm stitching on top. I'm stitching on top. I'm no longer stitching inside. That's why I folded in the rough parts that will be visible. That's why I folded it in the little. So as you are, once you are done pinning, you're going to be stitching on top. Like once you get to this shoulder part that will run down to the sleeve, you're going to be stitching on top. So you fold in a little. You fold in a little, then hold. So you stop maybe 1 inch before you get to the down part of your sleeve. That is the hemming line. So let's say, please, you can just split on your own. This is a pattern paper. I can't be doing all that. So once you get to this place now, once you get to the down part of your sleeve, you can just fold here. Just fold it the normal way you fold things. Then you place it this way. Once you are done folding it, you place it like this and still hold it. So you also do this part now. This part you sew it. Just sew it the way you started. Then once you get to this part, you know that you attach your sleeve. Please attach the off shoulder part before you start attaching this one. So you just still do it the normal way. Once you get to the midpoint, you notch it, then turn it to the sleeve part so that it will fall on the sleeve part. So this is it. Once you are done folding it, this is going to come out. So you flip it out. You notice that you've closed the rough side of the neck. So once you are done doing it, this is how it's going to look. You fold it and it will fall. And make sure you fold this, or if you want to overlock it, you can overlock it. That's the ruffle before attaching it. So this is how it's just this simple. And guys, please, if you don't understand this, just drop a comment. I'll still explain more. It's not really easy it's just easy. So once you're done having it like this, you can just attach your half length, or you can attach it to your down part before doing it. So this is